Hey, good afternoon, everybody. Red Sox collector Dan McGraw here, making a slightly happier video today. Actually, a lot happier video than the one I made yesterday. If you didn't watch my video yesterday, it wasn't about cards. It wasn't about my collection yesterday. It was about a coworker's incident, coworker's wife and child's incident at the local Walmart over sports cards yesterday. A sad, I guess you could say, documentary of what some aspects of the hobby have become, particularly the retail aspect. So if you didn't watch that, I'll try to put a link to that video in my description today. I'm not very good at that, so hopefully I can get it right this time. But I definitely have a much cheerier, happier video today because I'm back to what I do. I don't know if it's best, but best for myself anyway, which is showing off some mail. Pretty cool mail day today, including a group of cards that I had figured I was never going to see. It was coming from Canada and took about 6 weeks to get here. But I got those today, and nothing special. It wasn't going to be the end of the world if I didn't get them. I got a cool kind of nostalgic piece from an Upper Deck set issued in the mid-2000s that these things tend to be a little difficult to find, and I have a couple others of them, and I've wanted this one for a while and finally found one. And I got a couple of cool relic cards of one of my favorites, and I got a slabbed autograph from SCG of a deceased Red Sox player, and I got I always say Ted Williams is the ultimate Red Sox player, but there's another individual who began his career with the Red Sox a long time ago who became a greater star, much greater star, and perhaps the greatest star the game of baseball has ever seen when he switched teams. But I got a awesome relic card of this individual. I'll save that one for last. There was a seller that had a bunch of these for sale, and I missed out on about 5 or 6 of them before I finally got this one. So I'm very happy. I'm only looking to get one of them, and I think I got a pretty good deal on it compared to what the other ones went for. So let's get started with this video. First cards I'm going to show. These are cards that I bought from the same seller a while back. It's 5 cards of various Red Sox stars from the 90s, parallel cards. This first one is, let's see, this one I believe is 1997. These are members-only cards of Nomar Garciaparra from Stadium Club. I don't have many of these. These sets are a little tougher to find in the early days. This is a virtual reality from 95, members-only of Jose Canseco. And then these two were members-only from 97 Stadium. These were the last 2 I needed to complete my team set, Nomar and Mo Vaughn. I picked up a bunch of these before. I have bought these cards many times, not these 2 in particular, and maybe I have. I'll have to look through my duplicates when I get to them, of this particular card. These are the members-only cards, and I remember ordering them and then getting what I thought were just base cards, because there's such a subtle difference in the base card and the members-only card, and it's actually not on the front of the card. It's on the reverse of the card. And it's probably not going to show up in this video, but on the back of the card, basically in the border here, it has members only kind of scrolled down. And if you get the right light, you can kind of see coming down through here the members only. And I know that I have some of these in my duplicates because I bought them and said, oh, they sent me the base card instead, thinking that they would have the the circular members only on them, and they don't. So this one's a little bit of a tricky one. This Garciaparra also has the same same thing on the back as well, and I think this is 97 also, if I'm not mistaken, but kind of hard to tell. But if you look at the picture of him, you can see kind of the lines going down through the uniform pants, spells out the members only, and I think that's actually part of the 97 team set as well. So regardless, I've completed that team set now and picked up a couple of other cards from previous years, so I'm very happy with that. Next item I'm going to show, this is from 2005 Upper Deck Origins. These were box loaders, basically, that came in the hobby boxes, and they came in their own little envelope. And it was already unsealed, but it's just a cool-looking tin. It's a tin card, and unfortunately it's a little dinged here, but it's splendid splinter. These just look really cool. It's roughly a 5x7, and it's tin. And if you can see from the back of it, and if you hold it kind of this way, you can see that it did get a little bent. Whether that was in the mail or was like that prior, I don't know. But you can kind of see if you hit the light just right up here, you can see where it's dinged a little bit. Not the end of the world. These are really cool cards. I tend to put some tacks to hold them up on the wall just for display, because it's just a really nice image of Ted. And these are just really cool. I'm happy to add that to my collection. And now the next two cards were from the same seller that I was actually felt I overpaid on one, but then got a steal on the second one, so it worked out really well. The first card, and this one I did not know existed, is from, and I need to check my handy dandy, it's 2004 Playoff Honors. It's a dual relic card on each side of the card. I don't care for these that much because they're hard, if you have them in a case, to know which side you want to face up. And the first side is Kyle Yastrzemski with a simple swatch. And the back side is my man Dwight Evans. And you can see the 155 of 250 serial number on that. Really cool card. Again, I always love these cards from the early 2000s, late 90s. I think they're starting to dry up a little in the hobby, and they're commanding some decent prices. And I think I overpaid a little for this, but then I picked up this one from the same seller, and this was a steal. This is the Leaf Certified Materials of 2005 Fabric of the Game of Dwight Evans with his number 24 jersey swatch. And this one is actually numbered to 24, 8 of 24. If I remember correctly, I paid between $1 and $1.50 for this card. And it was free shipping because it was combined with this one. So I may have overpaid maybe $3 or $4 for this one, what I wanted to pay or what I expected to pay, but I underpaid probably close to $10 on this one, in my opinion. So I'm very, very happy with that. Couldn't be happier. And the Dwight Evans, you can't really see it on this Tandems card, has, probably not going to be able to see it, but you can see there's like a raised piece right there. So it's either from like the edge of the jersey or it could be from the pants, which makes it a little bit cooler. No difference in color, and that's what people tend to look for with swatches, but very cool if you look at it closely. Last two items, one is an autograph. It's a slabbed autograph of a note card. Now, I typically wouldn't buy a note card slab, but this is of a deceased Red Sox player whose autographs are somewhat hard to find. Not terribly hard, but this is a guy who's passed away in 1982. So this was really before the baseball card and autograph craze happened the first time. And so his signatures, and he was a good player, but not a superstar. So he doesn't have a ton of autographs out there, but this is a really nice example on a note card, which I do collect note cards. What don't I collect, right? And this one is graded authentic, and it's a beauty. It's of Mr. Jackie Jensen. And as you can see, very nice signature, big looping on his J's. Graded authentic. I didn't pay a lot for this. It was buy it now or best offer. I offered $5 less than what he was asking. I want to say I paid $15, all slabbed up, and I don't think I could get a note card slabbed for $15 with the DNA, with the SGC. And the autograph was graded an 80, which I think the only reason it got so low is because it's not really light. It shows up nice, probably better than in person than what you're seeing. But it was graded an 80 authentic. So I think I got a really good deal on this. I started searching for these last week, and I've got a bunch of them on my want list. I'm just waiting to see if they'll send me offers, or I may use my eBay bucks at the beginning of April to get one of the ones that I want, because it's something I don't want to spend a lot of money on. So if I can use my eBay bucks to get it, one last hurrah with those, I'll be happy. Last card I'm going to show. This is a nice one. I think I got a good deal on this one. It's numbered to 20. It's from a set that a lot of people really haven't really gravitated towards, it doesn't seem, but these cards do sell. And sorry, you're going to get a look at my armpit here. This is from 2017 Leaf, and it's a game-used bat card of Mr. Babe Ruth, and it's a game-used Boston bat, which is what I was looking for. and I wanted something that showed him in a what appears to be a Red Sox uniform. Now, it's hard to tell because there's no logos, and most of the jerseys back then were either white or gray, and they don't have the logos or team names or anything on them, so it's very hard to tell, but this is a really nice example. This seller had a bunch of these, and they varied in numbers from, I think, from 5 up to 50. And he had a lot of New York ones, he had a lot of Boston ones, and I got outbid, I think, on 6 others before I finally got this one. And I got this one based on what the other numbered to 20s were selling for, Boston, for about $10 to $15 less than what the others were selling for, so I'm very happy with that. This one might go into a mag holder as opposed to my cases, because this one's worth a little bit more than most of my typical relic cards, and it's Babe Ruth, so I think I'm going to put this one into a mag holder. I may do that with some of my Ted Williams ones that I have also. I haven't decided yet. I'm in the process of rearranging back there. I got a lot accomplished so far today. I'm not going to finish it, but I am going to I've got a lot of stuff moved. And now I need to move one of my display cases, which is going to be a challenge. I emptied it. It's the only one that I have that has a light in it, and I want to use it for cards. What I've had in there has just been figurines and things, and while it looks nice, I wanted to move those into a different spot. I have a case that I emptied out. I moved all my autographed balls around. I'm just always looking to, number one, change the look of things. But in this case, number one was about making more space and utilizing the space that I have. And I think I'm really accomplishing that with what I'm doing. So that is it for today. I want to thank everybody for watching. And again, I'm going to try to put a link to my last video. Maybe I shouldn't promote that video that much, but it's kind of an eye-opener about what's going on in the retail aspect of the hobby. So if you get a chance, check it out. All right, thanks everybody for your support. Hope everybody's doing well. Hope the weather is cooperating for you. We have a beautiful Maine day here today. It's in the mid-50s here today. A lot of melting going on. So we're inching towards spring and inching towards the start of a new baseball season. So thank you, everybody. Take care.